great role model for him. And Susan Jensen, where are you? Thank you very much, Susan. So thank you for being good to my wife. She's a good person, and she deserves great people like you around her. Now, are you going to click, or am I going to click? You're going to click?
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of clicking. Can you keep up?
I will keep up.
Okay, first of all, the finest school district in the South Bay, I have to say that. We love South Bay brokers, and C because of Measure C. So when you see the C, yes, we do know how to spell C in Redondo Beach. But Measure C was a bond that passed in 2008 for $145 million. There you go, click. That'll be our code, okay? That's me, click. Here we go. Now, these are the 4 areas that we focus in our lovely district, and they are great technology, and we have some of the finest technology. If you ever need support in technology, give us a call. We have a great team. Basically acquiring as much money as possible when the state's sticking it to us, right? And providing great programs. Look at that second part. Who does this in the South Bay? We're providing the best education for kids for the second half of the 21st century. Not the first half, second half. And we meet the needs of the whole child. And I know some of you in this room are saying that's fluffy, that's not the way we do it in other places. But it's about the academic, social, emotional, and physical needs of kids, not just academic. If all we do is teach kids how to memorize facts, they are not going to be well prepared for the future. And I'll have that debate any day of the week. Now, everyone knows our schools. If you don't, there they are. They're all beautiful schools. And maybe some of you attended. I know I just met somebody from the lovely school of Burrell, also known as Burrell Heights. But I do want to call your attention to some of the other ones down at the bottom. We also have, of course, the lovely Redondo Union High School, which we'll talk about in a little bit. We have Shores Independent Study Community Day School for some of our high-risk kids. Unlike some school districts, we actually admit we have some high-risk kids. And you know what we do? Instead of cleaning our hands, we educate them, because they're our kids. They're your kids. They could be my kid. So that's very near and dear to my heart. We also have the South Bay Adult School on Inglewood and I think that's Marine. I always forget that street over there. And Child Development Center. But our total kindergarten through 12th grade enrollment is 8,100 kids. We're the largest Beach Cities school district in the lovely Beach Cities. Now, this is my lovely slide I like to do. Now you see it? There you go, you get the idea, okay? The state has done a great job of basically taking money from our children, and it's very depressing, but this is an actual no smoke and mirror, you can follow the trend here. At one time, this is per kid, we received about $6,100 a kid. Today, we're getting about $5,200 a kid. It's painful. Now, some people say, well, there's a lot of waste in public education. You read a lot of these stories. Yes, there is some waste in public education, and we've certainly tightened our belts. But it's gotten to the point where cutting anymore is just not good for kids. So I want to make that very clear. And this chart here could be, you can make the case for Hermosa or Manhattan Beach schools as well. We're all in this together. Now, what I want to show you all here, and it's very important for you to know, it could be anywhere USA almost, but 88% of our district's budget is spent on personnel. That's health and welfare, statutory benefits, and salary. So it's a little bit of everything. Now, some of you say 88%, that's crazy. That's the average in the state is probably anywhere between 85 and about 92%. So we're right in the middle. We're a people business. We just can't pawn this work off on computers and technology, although that's certainly integrated in our program. But I want to highlight this slide because, quite frankly, people don't realize that really only 12% of the budget is that other stuff: chairs, tables, computers, books. The majority of our business is people. Measure E. I just want to share with you the context. Measure E, which was a school bond for school construction, passed in 2000, $52 million. What we did with that bond money was to basically modernize 95% of our classrooms in our district. Then the lovely Measure C, which we were very excited to have in 2008, was a $145 million bond. And we have been rocking and rolling like no one in the South Bay. Seriously, and we're going to talk about that. Now, what I want to share with you, I'm not going to read this to you, but our buildings, the majority of our buildings that are being new or significantly modernized are LEED certified. That means they are very green buildings by a third-party group that comes in and verifies that these are minimizing the carbon footprint in our community. For some of you, like me, it's a big deal. For our board, it's a huge deal. Now, this is our new, everyone knows the previous street on that part of Diamond and Garnsey. If you go right at the high school, it's now called Seahawk Way. And just for your, if you're an alumni, Seahawk is 2 words. We've been beaten up over this so many times, and we got it right. So thank you. So let me show you what we're doing in high school. We're going to fly through this now. This is the new front door of the high school on Diamond. Previously, it was on Vincent Circle. If you were a resident over there, you didn't like having it there. Now our neighbors on Diamond are okay with it, but look at that facility. That is stunning. That, of course, is a LEED certified building. We have actually solar panels and a green roof. We actually grow stuff on our roof, not that kind of stuff, but we do have stuff on our roof to keep it cool at night and day. Thank you. This opened on Friday. There is no finer aquatic center. It is not a pool, people. It is an aquatic center. Okay? It is a state-of-the-art facility like nobody's business. The closest aquatic center that comes close to this is in Santa Monica. No offense to any other communities in the South Bay or the Torrance Plunge where I grew up, but this facility is stunning. And of course, it is heated by solar power. This is the new Redondo Union High School auditorium. Very much rehabbed, probably one of the more expensive projects at about almost $7 million. If you haven't been in there, go in there. Behind there is actually a black box and several other classrooms, but this is a stunning, stunning facility. And we do rent it out for a price. The small gym at the high school, there's actually a bridge to somewhere at in the small gym that comes off of the new Seahawk Way, and this small gym will open. It's the previous. Anybody go to Redondo High School? What did they used to call a small gym?
Girls' gym.
Girls' gym. We're not allowed to say that. This gym is going to reopen in about 3 weeks, and that will be a LEED certified green facility. Now this is what it all looks like. You have the aquatic center over here. You have the small gym here, and this is going to be the large gym is going to be closed in about a month for about 9 months because we're going to refurbish, modernize it, and it'll be LEED certified when all is said and done. And off in the long site, I'll show you some more pictures that highlight what you see there in the distance. This is the new high school field, also known as Seahawk Bowl, and this is the I call it the bunker, but it's also called the field house where our teams go at halftime and coaches talk, and there's video projectors in there and lots of coaching activities in there. And the new visitor side bleachers. This nobody has. This is artificial turf, field turf. This turf that we use throughout our campus is basically, I would call it Lexus 460 with navigation and the beep, beep, beep on your bumper. It is loaded. This is the finest little pitch and putt area you'll find in the South Bay, at least for now. It's beautiful. And if you ever want to use it, you can use it for a price, a small price. It's actually very nice. This is the lacrosse and soccer field. This is field turf as well, synthetic turf. Very nice stuff, and that is actually just a practice field and a lacrosse field. This is the new JV and freshman baseball facility. Just so you can see the pitch and putt right behind it there. We still have our varsity baseball field on Vincent and Prospect, and that is natural, actually real turf, I guess you would say. And this is game time. This is what it looks like. Looks great. And then go to the next slide. Is my favorite slide. I hope it's the next slide. Why am I showing you this slide if you live in the community? If you lived adjacent to the high school, why would you like this slide?
Less light.
Exactly. There's no light pollutants in your streets anymore. All of our lighting is state-of-the-art, very green-oriented, and minimizes light pollution in the community. So the mayor receives fewer phone calls, so we're very happy. Really does focus in on the fields. Now, we have four synthetic fields now. We have one at Paris Middle School. You drive by on Prospect. I don't know if you recall the dirt bowl that was there. On Washington, which no one really sees because it's on the backside in North Redondo, you have the practice field and you have Seahawk Bowl. So we have four state-of-the-art, beautiful field turf fields in our district now. Adams Gym, this just opened a month ago. We have a middle school now with a gym. Both middle school, I'm going to tell you about the other one in a minute. And this gym was actually built in 8 months. It's one of the quickest designs we've ever seen. Today, we'll go to the next slide, we opened Parish Gym. Now, I was actually going to take a live picture. This is what it's going to look like in about 6 hours. We're opening this gym today, but they're painting it actually on the outside today. And they actually, Paris, I want to go back real quickly. I just want to show you one thing. I just want to let you know for you North and South Redondo, it's okay if it doesn't pop up. Paris actually gets a little more done on their gym. Some people say, oh, you're favoring South Redondo. No, we're not. Paris actually had money left over from the previous bond it didn't spend, so they get a little more value added on their gym design as opposed to just a big box. Just wanted to let you know. It's not that we like South Redondo better, and we're not playing favoritism. So just a little bit of context. Thank you for going back. These are all of our elementary schools. This is the finest school No, just kidding. That's Jefferson. That's Jefferson's. It's made a little progress, but we actually completely demolished the front office, and that front office is gradually being redone. Ted, have you seen the new design? Looking nice?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, those are all our lovely elementary schools. You've seen them all. I'm sure you've driven by them. This is the Child Development Center at Lincoln that's going to be going in. This will be ideally a gold or platinum certified, LEED certified facility. This actually will be built in about 4 months. It's a prefab steel beam facility. It is stunning. If you happen to show any houses over in that area, you will see progress literally day to day in that building. So make your way over there and definitely take a look at that. Now, real quickly, I'm not going to read all these to you, but this is what we've done in 2 years. And I really do encourage you to find another school district anywhere that's flying like we are and doing quality work. But you have new computer labs, offices, wrought iron fencing. I'm a big advocate for wrought iron fencing compared to some of the chain link fencing we seem to have everywhere. We actually have great new security for the safety of our kids and our staff. We have wireless internet in all of our schools. All of them, everywhere. Kids can access, very safe, secure. New gyms, of course, at Adams and Paris. We just showed you the practice facility, all the things going at the high school. Oh, and the other thing, one of the greatest things we get compliments on is the tennis courts. We have some of the finest newly done tennis seats. Amazing. There's always a tennis player somewhere. Next slide. Visitor bleachers, field house, we talked about it, concession stand, field turf everywhere. New student services building at high school, also known as the administration building. And you go towards the bottom, the auditorium, and the band and chorus building at Redondo Union High School, the finest high school in the South Bay. Now, this is what's happening. Redondo, we just opened the aquatic center, and please, when you show it to people and talk about it, please do not call it a pool. Remember that, aquatic center, it's very important. And we want to thank Maricosta that they have allowed us to use their pool over the last year. While we were constructing our aquatic center, I just made that. The small gym at RUHS, that is actually going to open in a few weeks. The parish gym opens today. The new office at Jefferson in March, and Lincoln, the Child Development Center opens next week. In about a month and a half. Big ticket items. These are the only real things left out of that $145 million is modernized South Bay Adult School, new cafeteria, student union facility. It's going to have a rooftop deck at the high school, so kids could go out there. That'll be interesting. Modernized library at Redondo Union High School, modernized science buildings, modernized main gym, and the industrial arts facility at Redondo Union High School. Those are significant projects. I don't want to minimize them. Real quickly, I'm going to try to fly through this. Now, real quickly, we talked about construction. Now we'll talk about instruction just for a moment. It's a little pop quiz. Pedagogy is basically the art of teaching. That's fine. You get the idea. But I just want to highlight some of our good little things here. We get graded on the API. You all know about it because you sell homes. Academic Performance Index, you can get anywhere between 200 and 1,000. Nobody has 1,000, although Manhattan Beach schools certainly come pretty close, and so do Hermosa, and even some are Redondos. We'll show you in a second. We have continued to go up over the last several years, and we're at 868, our district average, and that anything above 800, the state says, ooh, that's great. So we're very proud of that. We certainly will go higher. We have 5 900 schools, one at 896. We're shooting for all 900s. And the one thing I really try to emphasize with you, and I really want to emphasize this, all of our schools are great. It's not a north-south thing. Don't hurt my feelings. All of our schools are great. We have 900s in the north side of town, and we have 900s in the south side of town. So please don't play that game. Great schools everywhere. Happy to show them to you. We also look at other assessments for our schools. We don't just look at test scores. That is the big picture. That's what I want for my own child. That's what I hope you would all want for your child, which is a little bit of everything, including the physical, social, emotional aspects of teaching and learning. So, we love our Ed Foundation, and just to remind you, the Redondo Beach Ed Foundation, the next slide will show you an event coming up, the 3rd annual Mixer, and guess what? You could actually sleep here the next few days. Next slide. And you can just walk right down the street at 6:30 on November 18th, okay? So if you want to stay here for a few days.
Actually, it's here.
Is it really?
Yes.
This is what I was told. So I'm glad, so you can just stay here.
The poker tournament we do is in the water drill.
Very good, so never mind that slide. If you don't know about the Beach Cities Health District, please do your best to support them. They do great work with us. We do work with the city. And ShareFest, if you follow what ShareFest is doing, they come out and do a work day and do great work for our school district. We take our job very seriously. We say we're good to great, reaching for greatness. That's our motto. And what we say in our district is we take this stuff very seriously, and our responsibility is sincere. And the last slide is, I hope it's all about you and me. It's about you guys do us a favor, say great things about our school district, and I'll do you a favor and say how great you are and try to help you sell. So you sell for us, we sell for you. Thank you.